The podcast and these sketches just aren't working out. We need to find something else.
What the hell is that?
Murder room with kisses?
I'll just be honest, I'm a piece of shit.
I'm an alcoholic.
She, him, her, they?
Thick thighs, tied up jeans, gonna get bigger when you're looking at me.
Dispatch, we've got ourselves another abracadabra.
Where did you see him last?
Bravo! Bravo! Brilliant! That's comedy. That's what we're looking for.
And here we go. Indifferent podcast, where every single week we sit down, write sketches, make the sketches after the podcast, and then bring them into your home so your babies are different when they get older. As always, sitting next to me, the road dog, the funniest lady in Florida, Sheena Reagan. Down the end of the table, the love of my life, the analytical genius, Julie Wallace. We don't have a guest today, but on the mic, we got the very funny Victor H. Muriel.
Muriel.
Hola.
I got it right, Victor. I got it right.
Miracles happen.
It is Muriel, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You made me think about it.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
I love that I got to the point where you don't know your last name.
I know.
Yeah, you're like,
You
I think it's yeah, okay. Yeah, it's very Muriel. All right. It makes me want to hold your hand, Victor.
Just like the Beatles.
We started out the morning with a whole conversation. Victor's like, I just don't understand why girls can hold hands with their girlfriends. They can dance together, be a little gay, and no one cares.
But
But I do it.
I didn't say I do it.
Oh, man. Okay.
I think it is hot. AC, please.
It is hot. What?
I think it's getting hot.
Oh, you put him on the fire.
Yeah, no, the temperature. But, man, you got to admit, that was a weirdly landed hot, bro.
It was too early.
Well, as soon as we finished about you talking, holding hands and being gay, and you go, I do think it's hot.
Well, that's what I meant. It's getting hot in here.
It's getting hot in here. Victor wants to hold my hand. Okay. We like to thank every single podcast. So every single podcast, we like to start out by thanking Monas the Coon. Thank you, Monas the Coon, for all your intro and outro music. You can check them out on their new 2025 tour. They are actually going to Singapore. We're not sure if they're going to make it back. They're going to be at the Hoi An Sing Hong Hut in Singapore. She looked at me. I don't know how to pronounce it. They just sent me the thing. You can go there and you can get beef noodles and sake. I'm not even sure if they have sake there, but that's what they said. That's what the write-up says in Singapore. So definitely go check them out. They will be from 10 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. So go check them out. You seem less impressed by it. You're worried about them leaving the country, aren't you?
No, it's fine.
They might never make it back. I'm not even really sure where Singapore is. Where is Singapore?
Asia.
Oh, it is in Asia.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's
good.
actually one of those like really futuristic looking places.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, like the street lights are, all the architecture looks like something out of a movie set in 2090.
That's where they have that giant hotel that's like multiple towers, and it has like a bridge across the middle with like pools and stuff.
Well, that makes sense though, because I was wondering why I was like, why are they going to Singapore? I was like, that's so strange.
And in Singapore, they have tons and tons of river otters that just travel through the towns.
It's crazy how much you know about Singapore.
We've looked into going.
Yeah, okay, all right, okay. You're like, their gross GDP is.
Their main export is.
Otter shit.
We have heard that it's one of those places that you have to visit. The reason we did not pick it, it is one of the longest flights in the world.
I can't do it. I can't do the long flights. I think I
can't either.
I would need to I think I want to if I go travel the world, I want to cruise to Europe and then travel from there.
They have a cruise around the world thing. It's over the span of 5 years.
Yeah, I seen that.
Well, they have one that's 6 months.
Yeah, they have
Around the world?
they have
Yeah,
a
it's
shorter
around the world
yeah.
one. It's 6 months. It's $35,000 per person,
which is cheap.
And it's
Cheap.
Yeah.
super
Let's go,
cheap.
guys.
I actually knew somebody I worked with went on one when she retired, her and her wife.
How was it?
So she loved it. She came back and I said, I want to see some pictures. She goes, well, I have 47,000 pictures to go through. I was like, are you kidding? She goes, no, I actually counted them. They did like 2-week safari in Africa and stuff where they like stayed in one of those huts where like the giraffes come right up to the windows. And so they like, did all kinds of stuff all around the world.
Oh,
it was
my
pretty incredible.
gosh.
Pretty cool, yeah.
That is so cool.
They take you to all the highlight stuff. Like they do like the hot air balloons in Turkey, and they do,
Do they take it to Australia, all the continents?
All the continents. Yeah.
Wow.
It was, I think she's.
It'd make me ride the hot air balloon by myself. Like, you're going to have to go by yourself, buddy.
That's not true. But it would probably just have to be the 4 of us.
We'll wave to you.
When we did a hot air balloon in New Mexico, and it was, I think, 5 couples in there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's a big
That's
bad
a
boy.
lot.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's way bigger than you think.
Yeah, I don't know. Hot air balloons never excited me. Maybe.
It was on Taylor's bucket list,
Oh,
and
okay.
New Mexico's a big place for that. And it was relatively cheap. I think it was like $90.
How nice, like, scale to 10? Like, what do you give it as a rating?
I mean, it's a bucket list experience. We went 10,000 feet.
Oh,
So
wow.
we were up there.
Oh, yeah, I was never
And
imagining
then-
10,000 feet.
Yes.
Ew.
And then they brought us like 50 feet above the Rio de Janeiro.
So they could control it like that.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just like,
yeah.
With the hot air, they're controlling whether it goes up or down, which makes it extremely dangerous. If there's any like high winds, you can't go. Certain times of the year they don't go because of weather. So
That's a funny skit if we could figure out how to set somebody in a hot air balloon. We're just like, you're like, okay, and I get up, I'm like, hey guys, it's my first day.
Be patient.
Yeah.
I would die, bro. I can't. I'm afraid
don't-
of heights. Like,
Oh,
well, I usually am too. And Taylor was surprised that I had no freak out.
Really?
I was not. Yeah, it was really
it's
calming.
Crazy that I can do roller coasters and airplanes, no problem. I actually like roller coasters. And actually, when I was a little younger, I used to like the turbulence. When the plane was just too steady, I was like, this is boring. When you get those little like shaky,
Yeah.
scary moments, I was like, yeah. Now it freaks me out a little bit more.
Because you're aware of the very
Because I'm
real
aware
danger.
of it now.
Yeah.
But
The older I
can't-
get, the more planes freak me out.
Oh, really?
That is true. A little bit. I'm just a little more
I mean,
concerned.
think of it. Think of what we're doing. And they're not caring for these planes anymore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They just keep going down left and right. It's crazy. Yeah. And speaking of crashing planes, Bill's Plumbing. 239-245-3406. Best plumbing in Southwest Florida.
Pew, 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 pew.
That's the sound of the plane blowing up.
They probably should have went backwards. Pew, 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 pew.
We're on fire! Call Bill's Plumbing! No, Bill's Plumbing. Has nothing to do with crashing planes. I don't know. And then there's a toilet on there. They would fix that toilet on that plane if it was broken. That's for sure.
The plane would be destroyed, but the toilet's intact.
And totally intact because Bill's Plumbing put it there. Bill's Plumbing, Southwest Florida, 239-245-3406 from Marco to Punta Gorda, Bill's Plumbing.
I feel like we have to write that down. For
What's
when
that?
we do sponsor day. The plane crashes, but the
plane
toilet's
crashes.
intact.
I think we have a toilet out there, so no, we get rid of it. I don't know. It's just like we can do the same thing we did with the fire plane,
Yep.
but I'm just sitting on the toilet with a newspaper like Bill's Plumbing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if there's like a sticker or something, it's like, how did this toilet stay intact? Bill's Plumbing. Marco Island to Punta Gorda.
And you actually flush, and it actually does flush.
Yeah.
So,
Like, we need this
Thumbs
guy to
up.
work on
Ding.
the space station.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's
That
like
is
in The
funny.
Wizard of Oz. Well, you know when like the tornado's coming and all the things pass by, it's just you on the toilet.
Bill's Plumbing. Oh yeah, we can do a bunch of disasters, but the toilet always holds up because Bill's Plumbing put it together. That is actually really good for Bill's Plumbing. Yeah, I love the space station too. Like it's like Bill, he's like bloop 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 bloop. Like, or we could just do an astronaut. And they're like, he's like, yeah, everything on this thing broke except for the toilet because it's done by Bill's Plumbing. It'll work. Okay. So, yeah. And also our affiliate, Carry Card, KERRYKART, the Carry Card. Not how you normally spelt it, carrycart.com. It's a ladder.
Why are you going out of order?
I don't know.
It's a dolly, a Charlie, a cart, and a ladder.
I forgot all this stuff.
I am. I'm a little.
Use the cart to cart in Bill's Plumbing's toilets.
Oh, we're doing a cross one now, or an affiliate with our sponsor.
And then you take the dolly and you lift it up the stairs, you know?
Yeah, and after this pitch, I'm going to use the ladder and hang myself.
Oh, my God.
I can't do it anymore. The carrycart.com. It's a cart, a dolly, a trolley, and a ladder. Carrycart.com. Use Rad Carrycart for $20 off and free shipping. Carrycart.com. I think we're gonna lose that affiliate eventually. Maybe not. Yeah, he's like at least 5 podcasts you've used my carry cart to hang someone or yourself. Like, what are we doing else? We doing with this ladder?
Carry cart does not condone violence to yourself or others while using a carry cart.
I thought yesterday after yesterday with Ginger just barraging you as your mental health person, I was like, she just getting a carry cart for sure. That was a long day, and you know what? It was like if you see the last episode, guys, like it was Sheena's inner voice, and it was just Ginger just berating her through a mirror with the inner voice, and it went on. I mean, hours, like
multiple takes. The take we did the most was about how Florida's Funniest Female. She's like, that was 8 years ago. It didn't mean anything then. It doesn't mean anything now. That's 56 in dog years. Fuck you, Scooby. Woof, woof. And I'm just like, it's not true. It does mean something to some people. Maybe not me or any other comedian.
That's why it was a good inner voice, because every time I've said it as like a credit for you, you're like, that's not a credit. Like, it's a credit. It's a credit. You're Florida's Funniest Female.
Where was I recently? I think I was at McCurdy's, and one of the hosts was like, what would you like your intro to be? I go, nobody cares. Just if you want to say something, you can say I'm from Cape Coral. Otherwise, just say my name. And they looked at me like, oh, you poor thing.
That would be
You
awful,
are unwell.
though, if she went up there and she goes, and your next comic, nobody cares, Sheena Reagan.
Yeah.
I would like that. I would like, because it sets the bar low.
Your next comic nobody cares about. She's from some type of coral area.
She's from Coral Gables.
Yeah, Coral Gables, because bitches
Sheena
gay.
Reagan.
Yeah. At least it's not Renee Sheegan. Jesus.
Nobody has ever hated a name more than you hate Renee Sheegan. You go, Sheena Reagan? Honey, Renee Sheegan? Whoa,
That's what it is. I stand behind that. Sheena Reagan. Renee Sheegan. If I ever met a Renee Sheegan, I would call the cops. We've done so much with these 8 sounds. We need to get some more sounds. But okay, so today it's just us. I think you have some new ideas. I got a couple new ideas. We have some off the board, so we're gonna do that and just see what's going on. Victor is going to Bolivia for 5 weeks, so you're gonna get a couple of us, just the Rad crew, trying to fill in some of those times. He's going down there to I don't know.
We don't know what you do.
Yeah, we don't really know what you
do.
do in Bolivia.
Get your freak on, I guess.
Don't tell nobody.
Dude, it's a really dangerous time for you to leave the country, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's going to get back.
Well, I mean,
He's from Rhode Island.
how many states started deportation today? I don't know.
I'm going to take climb lessons so I can climb that wall.
Dude, don't climb that wall right now. They're snipering them, bro. They got snipers set up. Dude, like literally, last night I was watching it like 11, and there was already people going, wow, it's absolutely amazing that he shut down the border so quickly. You mean Biden could have did this the whole time? Like literally it was like, shut down the border. They were like, Everybody back. Everybody back. It was. So I just don't want to see it on the news crying. Like, I swear I'm from Rhode Island.
We're gonna have to set up a GoFundMe, like save Victor.
Save Victor. We'll come for you, bro.
You bet.
We
We'll
will.
come for
Free
you.
Britney
Yeah.
movement.
Yeah. We'll,
That would make me cross the border. If you guys don't do anything, then I'm coming in to find you guys.
Make sure
yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
I'm coming in.
No, we're getting you back, bro.
I'm getting to you.
Yeah. We know. I don't know if you know, but we know the councilman of Cape Coral, Florida.
We know more people than that. We will get you back.
Yeah, we'll
Victor.
get you back. I will
Immediately.
I will get a sailboat and sail to wherever Bolivia is. I'm not really sure.
We don't want to have to rescue both of you.
So we don't have an ocean.
Do what?
We're landlocked. We don't have an ocean. How you
Yeah,
gonna
well, you got to get to the beach, dude. Come on. I'm not going to rent a car.
He already rented a boat.
Yeah. Whoa, Victor. How much do you want from me? You're not even willing to try to get back into the country?
What if that's one of the sketches where it's kind of like, is it the Iliad and the Odyssey with Homer, that like epic journey across the sea?
Yeah.
But it's like we have to get Victor back into the United States. So we get on this sailboat and like literally Christopher Columbus this thing over the ocean blue. One of us dies. One of us like breaks a leg and we're like on the last thing and it's just like you captaining the ship. Victor! Swim over. And he's like, I can't swim. We're like, are you fucking kidding me?
try?
How long have you lived in Florida?
It's too cold right now. You guys come back.
The water's too cold.
Come back in a couple of
I'm
hours.
fine here. We're like, no, we've run out of sketches. We need you back. Come on in.
And then none of us can get back in except for Julie.
Yeah, we're two on the line.
Yeah, we're two on the line. They're like, brown hair, brown eyes. Ooh, I don't know. We're going to have to see a green card. We're like, we're from Rhode Island.
If we did that sketch, we'd have to do the old style stages where you have like the cardboard waves. Like,
Yes.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, that would be good where we could just do that. And then we could actually shoot it on the beaches. Like, that's our boat out there. Come on, we got to swim. It's too cold.
It's
Too cold, I'm telling you.
state of emergency right now. It's so cold. Floridians don't know how to handle this.
I love that. It's like going to be like 40 degrees and they're like, state of emergency.
Emergency.
Who knows? I don't know how cold. How cold is the Panhandle going to be?
I think 20s, right?
Yeah, the teens to 20s.
The problem is that usually when it gets cold, the air is dry, but we have like this storm coming down, so the air is wet, and that's why it's going to create ice and frost and possibly snow. And I think it's because we're not equipped for those things that it's a state of emergency.
It is 32 degrees right now in
Exactly freezing.
the Panhandle.
Yikes. Yeah, that is actually really cold. I don't like that.
It's supposed to be down to the 20s.
Oh, yeah. And also, so one big thing just from a plumbing standpoint is our plumbing systems aren't equipped. Like literally they're made of plastic, so it's just rupture.
Cracked.
Yeah. It's like it's just gonna be, the plumbers up there are about to make bank. By the way, they're about to make bank because it's just gonna be exploding everywhere.
Can you prevent that by doing anything? Flush in warm water or anything? Or
Sometimes they'll put big stores, retail stores and stuff, shopping malls, they'll put boilers on so that the boilers will
heat the pipe?
you need to-
recycle water.
If you just circulate
hot
the
into
water,
pipes,
yeah. If you circulate the water,
So it just circles, hotter
Yeah, but
water.
homeowners
through
are
the
gonna be able to
pipes,
do
but
that. I mean,
homeowners,
Yeah,
yeah.
home.
one thing, you want to get your bibs protected. They have bib sleeves, so it
Hose
keeps them,
bibs,
because it'll start there. And
People
then
put
just
little
freeze.
sweaters. I have a joke about
They
this.
do,
People
yeah.
put little sweaters on their hoses and stuff.
Yeah, that's
Blankets on the plants.
Come here, little hose. But it's you see, the thing is like a lot of the plumbing here is in an attic, so it's not going to matter, and we don't insulate anything here because we don't
too
have.
hot.
It's too hot. We just don't have to worry about it sweating, and we don't have to worry about all the different things. So it's going to be a disaster if it hits 20 degrees up there. Like it's just going to.
There you have it, everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be a plumbing disaster. Bill's Plumbing, we're heading on up. We got you guys.
Hey. There it is.
Bill's Plumbing. Bill's not going to the Panhandle. That'd be really funny. Maybe you get the camper. It's too cold. I'm not going up there. All right. All right.
there it is.
Yeah, let's write. Let's get some sketches going, and let's see what we can do here. We got a little meeting at 11:45. What time is it, by the way?
It's 10:05.
Oh, okay, we're good then. All right, so let's go ahead and who wants to pitch first? I'll pitch first.
I definitely want to go last or just not first.
Okay, so this is the idea we came. It's on the board now, but it's an idea that we came up with the other day, Julie and I, where we're all evil, like Dr. Evil type situation, right? And we're just like sitting there. We're like, so what are we gonna do today? It's like we come up with a couple crappy ideas, and then I'm like, nah. We shut them down. I go, all right, check the conspiracy theorist boards. Let's see what they came up with. And then the conspiracy theorists say things like, oh, they're controlling the weather. And I go, oh, control the weather. That's actually a good one. See if anybody's doing that. And then she looks it up and she's like, yeah, actually, Evil Frank's doing that. I'm like, damn it, Evil Frank. He always gets the good ones, And then the U.S. government's doing some of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so so basically what it is the conspiracy theorists are the ones who they're coming up with all these crazy ideas.
Yeah, so maybe they're sitting around. They're like, guys, we're out of ideas. Let's hit the Pinterest board.
Yeah,
Which is
let's
essentially like Twitter or whatever people's conspiracy
I just say,
theories.
what if we just say hit TikTok? Let's hit TikTok.
Yeah, see what they're talking about. See if we
Let's see what they're hitting TikTok. Let's see what they're talking about on TikTok. Well, it says on here that there's like, what's some of the big ones right now?
Poison in the food.
Yeah, poison the food. They're turning us gay through the water. Like the whole thing. Like, ooh, if we turned everybody gay in the water, that's a good one. You'd be like, oh, no, Evil Tom's already doing it.
The cloud seeding, like weather tampering.
What sucks, though, is a lot of it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, they're definitely cloud seeding. We know that. I mean, people didn't really realize that as much as they did. I mean, until, like, Dubai flooded. And they were like, oh, why is Dubai flooding? Well, because they're cloud seeding. They over cloud seeded, and they just flooded their whole thing. So
New Mexico flooded.
Well, yeah. Oh, really?
There was like rivers of water flowing through Roswell.
That's good.
And it's so dry there
Yeah.
that there's not even grass.
They need that water, though, to replenish that reservoir over there. So maybe we
Not the way it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't like put on your rain boots flooding. It was like get the
Wash your
boat.
house away flooding.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if there's a 15-minute city that goes up there. That's the whole thing. All these conspiracy theories, it's kind of a hard one to do because a lot of these conspiracy theories are correct. Like, listen to this. Like, as soon as LA burned, the guy's like, don't worry, we're going to build back better. We already have a plan. We have a plan for a 15-minute city to go right there. And the plan was already enacted before the fires. That's what's so wild about it. And Gavin Newsom grinning. Yeah, don't worry. We got a plan. Like, I bet you do, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we won't do this. It looks everybody's getting sad now. Like, we're getting screwed here. Yeah.
Trying to get us.
All right, so that's my pitch. Jesus, that went really south. By the way, everybody, you guys are.
That's why I didn't want to go first.
The funny went out of it. Yeah. Thanks for throwing me under the bus, guys. I appreciate it. Not only did you make me go first, but then you just stared at me like I was a jackass the entire time. Love it.
I think we could, like, if we're looking to do 2 today, right?
Yeah. Let's just do the regular short.
I think the quick one, we could get Billionaire Prank Club done.
I know, but every time we try to do it, it's like it just doesn't lead to where we want it to lead.
Well, it's going to be like the smoking cop. It just is what it is and nothing more.
Well, okay, to go ahead and put down Billionaire Prank Club. Let's think about it for a minute, though. I wouldn't mind saving that for the day where we just pick out of a hat or something.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's another one where we've tried to, right? And maybe it's just funny to us, but maybe, I don't know. So we'll see. You got anything, honey?
Well, our economy is going to bounce back soon, but everything's on the rise. So we could do the inflation get together. Doesn't necessarily have to be Thanksgiving or Christmas oriented, but we have a little party and, the Super Bowl's coming around, or, we make it centered around something, birthday party, whatever, potluck. And, everybody just brings one item because they can't afford to bring enough to feed everybody. They're like, you bring the mashed potatoes and gravy, and they just bring one single potato. Or they
the potato could be for chips.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's supposed to bring chips and dip.
Yeah.
And so he brings a bottle of water and a potato. He's like, you dipped the potato in the water.
And you're like, what is this? The Irish potato famine?
Yeah. I look at the water. I go, this has been open. He goes, oh yeah, I refilled it in the tap. He's like, slice it thin, dip it in the water. It'll be fine. That's kind of funny. Yeah, we could swap it around for that.
Yeah, we could do something like that. Or Chopped Neighborhood Edition. I always thought that was pretty funny. So usually Chopped, you get a basket of ingredients and you have to make something from that basket of ingredients. But the Neighborhood Edition is like kind of like how Gordon Ramsay has the MasterChef show where it's just average everyday cooks. And so I'm kind of blending the two together. And so it's just an average mom or dad in their house, and they have to like go forage. They have like 5 minutes and they have to go forage for what they can cook. So you're like picking up like, mushrooms out of the front yard and twigs and, like little things out of your yard, and then you have to like make something with it.
Okay. And then you think it's going to go somewhere, but it just turns out to be a disgusting pile of dirt and twigs.
So, and it ends up
like,
looking
all right,
like
let's
nailed
see what
it.
You have. And then you look and it's like just nothing.
Yeah, it's like, I could still see the dog poop in this.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's nutty. It's got a nutty flavor. It's he's been eating berries. It's the berries that you want to get out of there.
It's like the coffee thing.
It's the berries you want to get out of there.
We do have fake dog poop. We should figure out a way to use the fake dog poop. I don't know. Yeah. So, okay. Okay. So, but in that, we need 3 contestants and 3 judges. It would be kind of funny if we played the contestants and the judges.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like the evil. That's why I kind of like the evil thing, because we could all play. We can dress up.
Play multiple parts.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think you need 3 judges. I think just a host. So if one of us was just the host, we don't go back to the judges, or we could use B-roll of the judges or something.
We do like a quick fire. It's a quick fire.
Or a quick fire, something
so
like
it's
that.
like just a judge.
They have to like run outside, forage for some stuff,
Oh, by the way, in my sketch, Victor, in the evil, what is it called? There's an evil scientist brainstorm conspiracy. I don't know. That's what we got written down. But in that, you're a clone, and you're each of our minion. And so you just stand there, like we talk to you like you're a minion, but you're in different costumes. And you're like,
so I'm like the mini me.
You're the mini me. Yeah. You're our mini me. Yeah. I think it would be hilarious, dude. We just put you in different costumes and you stand behind us. That would be hilarious.
Am I trying to look like you?
No. Oh, that would be funny.
I try to look like you.
Oh yeah. We like you look like Sheena. We put a wig on you, and then you look like me. You got the we'll split your hair and do the thing. It's like that could be pretty funny.
We have a red wig.
Yeah, we get the red wig.
He's not getting any chocolate.
And am I speaking in Spanish, or is that the thing?
That would be funny.
I think you just speak like us. That'd be pretty funny. You're like, hey.
I try to speak like you guys.
Yeah. Can you do my voice? Let me hear the impression of me.
No.
Let me hear your impression.
I can't do it.
Just give it a whirl. Give it a shot.
Well, say something else. Say something.
Hey Victor, how's it going? You want to hold my hand?
Hey Victor, how's it going? You want to hold my hand?
That's like really good. That was right on the money. What are you talking about? Yeah, all right.
Next.
My palms just got sweaty.
You are a lot like me.
I do want to go here.
All right. Do Sheena.
Okay.
Go ahead. Give him a line.
Okay, let's do.
Okay, let's do.
You're really good at this like that. You're like a mockingbird, bro.
Now he's sweating from the forehead.
You did. You started just pouring sweat, dude.
And now the final boss, Julie Wallace.
All right, here we go. Good, dude.
Let's try inflation Thanksgiving.
Let's try inflation Thanksgiving.
It was good, but you rolled your R's. You can't be rolling your R's. There was no R's
I'm
there.
sorry.
You know, it was that was good though. Holy crap! Who knew? Who knew? We have like a vocalist like situation here. What do you?
After you
How you
said the
been hiding
mockingbird
this?
thing, now I'm like, what if we dress him up as a parrot? He's just a bad parrot.
Oh, that would be funny. Yeah, that would be funny.
I want to
would
get
be
some
funny.
bird costumes anyway to do our birds after a hurricane thing.
Yeah, the birds under hurricane. Yeah.
I'll look into that. But Victor as an asshole parrot would be so funny.
Because I could build a cage. I
Yeah.
could build a cage.
And he just
Yeah.
mocks people coming through the house from the cage.
Like he's just a giant. It's a
Asshole
Bolivian
bear.
mockingbird.
He flew in here. The kids love him. I've
Yeah.
been trying to get rid of him since.
Yeah, he's a pet now, but we didn't know they lived like 80 years.
He's like already 106 years old, and he still has 100 years left on his life.
Yeah. Oh man, that was really good. It was impressive to hear myself in there. I was like, that's really good. I was like, you hit Sheena dead on. I love that. That was good. That was great. I don't like.
Oh, Bolivian mockingbird is so funny.
Bolivian mockingbird. We can't do it today because we can't
No.
build the cage today.
No, we got to get the feathers and
Yeah.
I don't know. What if we just put a couple feathers in his hair? There it is. The Bolivian mockingbird.
There's got to be some in the craft section of like Walmart or Dollar Tree or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
Okay.
doing some kind of beak, right? I'm guessing.
I'm gonna get a pack of
Julie can make a
beaks
beak.
and some of those, either the fuzzy Mardi Gras feathers,
Okay.
or something, because you can get them in packs, and then we can do multiple bird skits since we are apparently into that.
Yeah. We really like bird skits around here.
We have a bunch on there.
I did see that on the board. The birds coming back from, what is it?
A hurricane.
Yeah.
After
what
the
was
hurricane.
that about? I don't
So
remember
it's like, you know how when people evacuate for a hurricane, then they come back and it's like this devastating moment where you see the neighborhood.
Correct.
Well, imagine how birds feel when they fly back into town and all the trees are down.
Yeah.
And they're like, my house! Like, the fuck? You know, like, oh, the nest, I had a cat fur lining in this thing. And who knows if the cat's even still alive? I didn't like the guy, but I didn't want him to die. You know, like,
Yeah. I played cloud seeding. Oh yeah, that was.
I
pretty
told you we should be living in a coop. Oh, why? So a fox can come eat us and the farmer can steal our eggs or something, you know, just
We came up with that idea because we were sitting there waiting for a show that we had to get there like 2 hours early. And
that Jim Brewer did not come to.
Jim Brewer did not show up to the show. Yeah, he did not come to the show. He was actually out being a conspiracy theorist. He's like a conspiracy theorist now. He's like straight
I
up.
love him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he's been doing really good. He lives here. We haven't worked with him. It's just a strange
I
thing.
haven't even seen his show. I need to go see his show.
Well, what's crazy is he uses Chad Zumach all the time. But Chad Zumach doesn't even live here. Like, why wouldn't he use some local people? I mean, we're just being bitter now. I have a checklist. I want to work with all the half-baked guys.
oh,
Yeah, I would love to work
including
with.
Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
It's a lofty list.
It's a lofty list, but also at the same time, Dave's like really cool. So there is a possibility I could even just be on a show in New York with him.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
actually, New York is your best shot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was just on a show with Jim Gaffigan. We
Yeah,
never think
no,
that would happen.
in New York, it's totally
Yeah,
possible.
Chris Redd, TJ Miller, and that's just because we were. I mean, I'll count that. Like, I'm like, I was on a showcase. Dave Chappelle didn't know I was there, but we were on the same stage. you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I'll be
that
totally
counts.
go to that, yeah.
Did you see his SNL monologue the other night?
I watched just the clip of it. Oh my god, it's so good.
good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And the sign off, did you see where he spoke directly to Trump in the camera?
No, I just seen the part where he talked about Diddy. That's all I've seen. So
You know
far.
what? It brought a tear to my eye. It was so good. And I have seen Dave Chappelle live 2 or 3 times. And I thought, okay, I've seen him enough. Now I got to see him again. I got to.
Oh, he's just too.
If he
good.
comes back, I got to go
genius.
again.
Yeah.
I flew, Minda and I flew all the way to Ohio to see him during COVID.
I love when he's talking about Diddy and he's like, man, they're like, how you didn't know about the freak parties? He's like, and then I realized, because I'm ugly.
Yep.
He's like, that was a really hard way to find out.
I also have snitch face.
And he goes, and this is one guy who's talking about how Carl Winslow was there getting banged out by Diddy, and he's like, Carlo Winslow was there, and I didn't get invited. How ugly am I? Yeah, dude, it was. He did it so well. Yeah, first person. I've never seen anybody sit down during the monologue before.
Dave sits a lot.
Yeah, I know, but during the monologue on SNL, I've never seen that.
Dave goes in there and just does whatever.
I need a stool up there. They're like, wait, you don't sit down there in the monologue. He's like, I'm sitting down in this monologue. In fact, just starts a cigarette.
When he was at the Barbie Man,
Yeah.
he was just, I mean, imagine the crowd was half fans, our age demographic.
We were there.
Mixed audience. Were you?
Yeah.
This
We
was like
saw
12
him.
years ago?
Yeah.
We
were
okay.
there, yeah.
That's what Darnell Rollins opened for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was so good.
It was so
Amazing.
good, yeah.
So
And
good.
then, the rest of the audience are the ones that have season tickets to the Barbie Man, so they're old.
Yeah.
And he's just crushing cigarettes on the stage of the Barbie Man, and that to me was the funniest part of the whole show. The balls.
He laughed me to sleep.
Yeah.
I watched Darnell, and then I was just laughing. I was like, ha ha. And then I just woke up and was like, oh, Dave Chappelle. like he put me down. I laughed too much. Between Darnell and him, it completely exhausted me.
Wow.
And I just fell asleep. Like I was like a goat. I was like a it was just like
Micro nap.
Yeah, I micro nap. I woke up. I was like, oh, that's actually. He went to the Sky Bar after that and was just hanging out with people at the Sky Bar.
Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said it that night. He goes, I'm going to be at the Sky Bar.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry, I'm not going to see you after this show, but if you come to the Sky Bar downtown, I'll be there. We'll hang out. And he did. He went to the Sky Bar. It was in the paper.
Did you guys go?
Yeah.
No, we didn't. We had kids. We had the kids. We had to go with babysitter.
Yeah, babysitter.
But one thing that's funny about that is I was like, I'm meeting Dave Chappelle, right? So after everybody went out of the theater, I walked back in the theater, and there was a door next to the stage, and I was like, try it. And I opened it up, and it was unlocked. And there was this long hallway that went all the way back, and at the end of it, I could see Dave Chappelle standing in his green room. So I walk all the way down this thing. I'm probably halfway down the hallway, and he sees me, right? And I could tell he's already annoyed that I'm back there, And I'm just like, I wasn't even doing comedy at this point, so I didn't really understand, And so I was like, I had my hand out. I literally walked all the way down the hallway like this with my hand out, and I get this far from his hand. He reaches out to grab my hand. I get this far, and he pulls it back, and two dudes grab me and throw me out the side door.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I got you. I was like, ah, and he was like, yank. It was very Dave Chappelle, by the way. It was awesome, dude. He was like, yank.
That's a legendary story, dude.
It was awesome. Like I was like, ah. And he threw me out. It was so funny because he was sitting there smoking a cigarette, and he was so annoyed. And when I got closer, I realized there was two young white kids sitting in the green room. You could tell they had won some type of ticket or something, like meet Dave Chappelle after the show. And they were just sitting there and he was just sitting there and then he sees me.
That's the thing. Comedy is you think it's going to be this incredible experience meeting these famous people. And most of the time, it sucks. They're just so miserable by the time they're at the end of their career that it's just sorry I bothered you.
And that
when
was
I met
right
John
when he came back.
Lovitz, oh my God, I felt so bad for even being in the room.
Yeah.
Us too. Yeah.
Us too. No, John Lovitz bummed us out.
Oh, he bummed me out bad. You feel
I was
awkward during the
so
phone.
just-
He yelled at me the second time.
I was so on cloud nine. I got pulled over leaving the I was on cloud nine. I was just driving. I was just I can't believe I just met John Lovitz. And then I got pulled over. And I was like, I'm sorry. I had no idea how fast I'm going. What the speed he goes, do you know what the speed limit is? I have no idea. I'm sorry. I was like, I am just elated. I just met John Lovitz. And he goes, okay. And I was like, but I just met John Lovitz. Do you know who that is? And I had to show him a picture on my phone. I was like, I was just at his show. He's been on Saturday Night Live. He's been on this movie. I rattled 10 movies off, and he goes, okay, I can see you really were excited about that, but please watch your speed. I'm giving you a warning. I was like, thank you. So I immediately slowed down. I was probably going 25 miles an hour the rest of the way home, but I was just so excited. I couldn't even believe it.
It was so funny. We went into the green room. Green room. At Vasani's, it's the office behind the kitchen, right? They don't really have it set up like a green room yet. Well, I think one day they probably will. But so John Lovitz just sitting there behind Eric's desk. And we come in and he's like, hey. And then we started talking. We're like, hey, just so you know, we really love you, John. we've been watching you all the time. Remember when Mom and Dad saved the planet or whatever, save Earth, whatever that, you know, and he's like, yeah, that was supposed to be my big break. You know, he was like, so, yeah, that was supposed to be my big break. You know, he was like so upset. And he was like, so John Lovitz thinks he had a bad career. How wild is that?
It just goes to show we have mental illness.
Yeah, we have mental illness. Yeah, I mean, John Lovitz is one of the most beloved people in the country, and he thinks his career was garbage. You know, what did he do to you? He yelled at you?
So the first time everything was fine, opened, had a strong open. In fact, I think we shared that weekend, didn't we? I got a couple of the days and you got a couple of the days.
That was when she met him.
Yes, okay. So the first one went fine. The next time we got back, in fact, I think we shared that weekend as well. Did you open? Yeah, okay. So, you know how he has that paragraph written down?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all fine and good. And I'm prepared for that. I just, you know me, I like to go being quiet. I'll install it in my brain, just keep running it over. Well, Eric hands it to me in front of him and tells me to start reading it out loud. Start running it through.
Right then?
Right there, in front of John and Eric.
Whoa.
And, you know, it's, yes, I can read, but I'm not good under pressure like that.
That's super stressful anyway.
So I started doing it, and I tripped up a couple times, and Eric's like, can you do it or not? And I'm like, yeah, I can. Can you just let me take it for 10 minutes? I did this, like, last year, like, you know, and I was panicking a little bit, and John Lovitz was just 5 feet away from me, just staring at me with his fucking bags, just like, you little scourge. And I'm thinking, honestly, the intro I would give you is so much better than what's written down here. But if this is what you want, we'll do it. And, you know, we did it.
Well, because he plays a joke off of it. He does a joke.
I know, but the joke isn't strong enough to, like, warrant the paragraph, in my opinion. Sorry. Like, John Lovitz is watching our podcast. Ugh, Hitler. Why would she call me that? Like,
we're going to tag him in it.
Go ahead. You yelled at me. I know how to read.
Yeah, it's so funny with the cop, how he pulled you over, and then you're like, oh, yeah, just got to meet John Lovitz. He's like, who the hell is that?
He could care less.
You know what's so weird? Some
Absolutely
people
could
don't
care
know
less.
the name, and then you show them the picture, and they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, how do you not recognize the name John Lovitz? It's like one of the most iconic actors and comedians, like, of all time in my book.
I got pulled over coming out of Off the Hook, and the guy pulls me over, and I go, I'm so sorry, man. I'm just, like, really happy. I just left Off the Hook. I was opening for Brian Regan. And he goes, who's that? And I was like, okay. Give me my ticket. He didn't give me my ticket. He didn't give me a ticket, but it was still just like, I was like, if you want free tickets to the comedy club, he's like, I don't. I was like, okay.
I don't know if cops are big laughers.
They are. You know what? One time I got
Depends.
pulled over. Man, where was I coming from? But anyway, I was coming from the other coast. And it, like, there's a spot where it just goes from 65 to 40, like this, like boom,
Yeah.
40 miles an hour. And there was cops there waiting.
Must be in the Cape.
Yeah. No, it was like, yeah, they do it in the Cape a lot.
do, yeah.
And then, so they pulled me over, and the guy's like, what's going on? I was like, I'm just coming from, doing a comedy show on the other coast. I'm really sorry about that. He goes, oh, you're a comedian? I go, yeah, I'm a comedian. He goes, okay, hey, so Chris, come over here. He's like, this is Chris. Tell him some jokes. I'm going to go check your license. And so he stands there, and I just start ripping out jokes, right? And he's... Yeah, I know he's nodded, and he comes back with my license. He goes, is he funny? He goes, yeah, he's funny. He goes, all right, I'm going to send you off for the warning. What would have happened if I wasn't funny? You know? It was like he was checking to make sure I was a comedian, because maybe I was lying to him, you know? So
I was helping Taylor on a job recently at the Fort Myers Police Department, and one of, like, the higher-up officers had told me his first and only comedy show he ever went to, the comedians started ripping on cops and, you know, saying horrible things and all this sort of thing. They all ended up walking out, and he's like, I'll never go to another comedy show again. And I felt so bad.
Oh, really?
I know. Isn't that a bummer? Don't you just, I'm thinking about sending, so if we have tickets left over on Friday night, I'm going to be like, come to our show.
Yeah, just send him a couple of tickets.
Yeah, I think I might.
Yeah, I'll do my whole cop set.
No, you won't.
Oink, 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 Cape Coral PD's here. He's just like, oh, I'm out of here.
Did you order the donuts? Huh?
Yeah, right. Yeah, but like, he couldn't even pay for his tickets. She was like, no.
My license.
My license. We just made an enemy out of John Lovitz, every police department. Probably a few macaws.
Oh no, I love the police. I like the police. I like some police. Some police are just jerks, man.
That's true for every profession and everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've met many nice police. One time I was in a work van, and I was just talking to the guy. Around 75. I didn't even realize. Like I see the lights in my mirror, and I look down. I'm doing 92 miles an hour.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, and I pull over, and the guy pulls over. He goes, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." I was talking to him. I seen the lights. I looked down. I was doing 92 miles an hour, bro. I was like, "I am so sorry." I was like, "Whatever ticket you got for me," and he goes, "You know, I've pulled over 14 people this morning. You're the only one that told me the truth." He's like, "Slow it down. Get the heck out of here." I was like, "Okay."
They you know.
They're just trying to protect everybody.
Yeah.
92 miles an hour in a work van is
Well, they have a job
outrageous.
to do. They can't just do nothing all day.
Well, also, it's outrageous. I was breaking the law. Is at 92 miles. I didn't need to be going that fast.
In some states, that's a felony.
It probably is a felony here. It's probably a felony here. I was doing 22 miles over the speed limit. That was ridiculous. He had full right to pull me over.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I don't get mad at them when they're just doing the job. If I'm breaking the law, I'm breaking the law. I don't know what to tell you. You know?
If you go like 30 miles over the speed limit or more, they can actually arrest you.
Oh,
Actually
wow.
be arrested.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
So if you're doing 60 and a 30.
You can get arrested.
Well, that's especially because a 30 is usually residential.
Yeah, it's like a residential area. Oh, man. How much would that suck? You just get arrested.
If you speed through residential, you are a piece of shit.
My first time in Naples, this is a true story. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. I didn't realize, I'm a little oblivious to a lot of things, okay? I didn't realize coming from Rhode Island to Florida, like the roads were so big. I thought Immokalee was like a highway. So it's late at night, and I'm just hitting the gas, like, trying to go back home after work or something. Didn't realize I was going so fast, and the cop stops me. I didn't realize why he was stopping me. He stops me, he's like, "Do you know how fast you were going?" I'm like, "Yeah, like 75 or whatever." I can't remember what number I gave him. He's like, "Yeah, you know what the speed limit is?" I'm like, "No, 75?" It was like 30 or something like that. I can't remember how much it was. And this is like my first week or week and a half in Florida, so I was like, "Yeah, man, you can't do that here." He was very nice. He told me something like that. Yeah, 2 more miles. I think it was like 2 more miles. I can't give you a ticket. I would be obligated to take you to jail.
Yeah.
So he gave me. It was like a $200 something ticket.
Ouch.
Like, I'm sorry, man, but just be careful. I understand. I'm from, and my license was still from Rhode Island, so I wasn't even lying.
Yeah.
I'm like, for real. I'm like, I'm sorry, but there are no big roads over there. Everything is in Rhode Island. You're everywhere you want in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the back street of my house over there was, I think it was like 5 miles an hour. Like I could walk faster than cars here. It's ridiculous. But that's the law. It's like if you hit 6, you're speeding. Right?
Yeah.
So I really didn't understand how the road's so big and everyone wants to go so 45 miles an hour is normal here.
Yeah.
Well, there's like 20.
But isn't like in Rhode Island, you can get from one state line all the way across the state in like 30, 40 minutes?
In 30 minutes, you're out of the state.
Yeah. It's
you're in
so
Massachusetts.
small. I mean,
that's how
30
small it
minutes
is.
here, I can't even get to the beach in 30 minutes.
I can't even make it to Walmart.
I know it's hard to get out of. I know. You can't even get out of Fort Myers. You used to be able to get out in 30 minutes. But
Did anybody notice that instead of oblivious, you said bolivious?
Bolivious?
Yeah, he said Bolivious. Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, he said Bolivious. He went, "I'm a little Bolivious."
Oh, no, Bolivia.
You are very bolivious.
You're very Bolivious.
That's a shirt.
Yeah, it's a shame. Write it down, honey. I'm very Bolivious.
I don't know what's
Bolivious.
happening. I'm Bolivian.
Bonito y bolivious.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up. Sheena beat me to the punch. I was thinking, as soon as you said it, I was like,
I almost cut him off and said, Bolivious?
Funny, I never thought.
I was like, what was Julie's faux pas that we razzed her about for months?
oh, I don't even remember. Yeah.
Oh, what was it? You
Yeah,
mispronounced.
she's not bringing it back up.
Yeah,
Whatever it is, she
alright.
knows what it is. And she ain't gonna tell
I'm
us.
gonna go watch every podcast and figure it out. Okay, where are we at? What are we doing?
I'm Bolivious on what she said.
So you haven't pitched yet.
Okay, so let me pick out a. Oh, okay. I really like this one.
All right.
So, as a realtor, we're constantly trying to do, like, you're trying to keep in touch with people. So, I'm part of, like, all these groups that will, sorry, guys. I'm going to time myself. Okay. They'll do Popeyes. Like, they will literally pop by your house just to bring you a small gift with like a corny tagline so that you stay at the top of their mind. And I think it's creepy. I think it's weird to sell somebody a house and constantly be dropping by and giving them stuff. Like, I send my newsletter, send a Christmas card.
You said pop by. I thought you said Popeyes.
I thought so
they
too.
They're constantly Popeyes. Like, always bringing Popeyes.
And Nathan's
That's
like,
weird.
I guess I could use her as a realtor.
Yeah, if you brought Popeyes, you're my realtor. Yeah.
Now that'd be funny.
Yeah, a Popeyes pop by.
A total misunderstanding. I'm just bringing Popeyes to everybody's.
Yeah, you're like you're like a boss tells you like you need to do some Popeyes, and you're like Popeyes. Okay, all right. Like you've been selling a lot of houses. You're like I think it's the biscuits.
Or Sheena's doing realtor work and contracts, and she's like, "Hey Julie, will you go run this errand for me and just pop by this place?" And I go and bring them Popeyes. She's like, Julie, what is this receipt for lunch? What is going on here?
Why do we have $847 worth of chicken legs on our budget? So the thing is, the realtor that won't go away. So like, and I mean, I know realtors that like, if you have a baby, they send something. Your anniversary, they send something. They drop by your house and leave stuff for you. They'll send you regular comps on your house. And it's just like, you won't go away. Like sometimes I'll see somebody in the grocery store and I'm like, hey, how's it going? I have to remind them that I sold them their house. And they're like, oh yeah, we get your newsletter. Almost like, we get your mail. Please just
leave me alone.
I'm at the store. Go away. You got the sale. Cash the check and leave us alone.
I like my house. You're not getting another one.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever want to sell it.
So, yeah.
I'll tell you, you know what? I will say, like, I don't know. We've been using our same realtor for a long time.
You don't have a realtor.
We do too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Courtney Dorsey.
Yeah.
What are you using her for?
Nothing yet.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, nothing yet. Not since we've done a couple house deals before we knew Sheena.
Yeah, well, your sister's lease is coming up, so just keep that in mind. And she ain't getting any Popeyes.
Dude, that's one thing is my sister doesn't even know what I've been through to have her live there. Because every time anything comes up, she's like, "Well, your sister's lease is coming up." I've heard this like 10 times in the past 2 weeks.
Yep. House might need a new air conditioner soon. Hope she doesn't get sweaty.
Shut it down. I told her, I was like, just raise the rent. Jesus.
Courtney Dorsey. I'm going to have to look her up.
Yeah, Courtney Dorsey's, she was a great realtor. She sold us our condo
first.
initially, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you guys owned before this.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we lost it in a recession.
Heard.
We bought it in 2006.
Probably Courtney's fault. She sold you a piece of shit. I would have never done that to you.
I will say she took us to some. I mean, just doing her job, she showed us a bunch of things, and you know what? You know which one we bought? The very first one she showed us. She told us. She goes. This is the one. She goes. It's a great deal. It's a great place.
You know when you see it and what your people like. You know where the price is at compared to the rest, and it's a good sales tactic, and I use the same thing. You show them the one you think they're going to like the most, and then everything else just kind of feels like it doesn't compare after
She didn't even want to show us anything else. She was literally like, "This is the one," and we're like, "Nah,
let's see.
We want to see what else is around," because we
and
didn't
that's
really
okay.
know
Now
where,
and then you get sure.
Yeah, and then we looked at like 10 other places.
And then they lowered the price. And she goes, oh, that first one that you really like, they lowered the price on. She goes, and I really think that we can get them to pay the closing costs. So
they did. Yeah.
They did. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
good.
yeah. No, we
Good
got
for
in there
her.
for a really good deal. We if it wasn't for the result, we would probably still live there, honestly. We really enjoyed it. It was right over on Cypress Lake, right next to the Methodist Church.
Greek
condos are hard to sell right now because after the storms, all the fees are so high.
That's what was getting us.
The association fees were
and once you live in a
high.
house, there's no comparison. Like if you tried to go back to a condo, you'd be like, "Oh, this is so."
Well, especially with 2 kids.
Yeah, with 2 kids,
we would have had to. It was only a 2-bedroom, so we would have had to upgrade. After.
But we really enjoyed it.
But I really liked the condo.
Yeah, we don't like yard work
Cutting the grass
and the outside of the work. We want to just take care of our inside and then have a pool.
Okay,
really
fair enough.
nice.
Yeah.
You
Fair
know,
enough.
we actually really enjoyed kind of life. In fact, we possibly that's where we'll go once we're
One
done.
day.
Yeah, we'll go to like a high rise on the beach or something.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Airbnb this thing out.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
rent it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do something with it. But
To your sister.
yeah, yeah, you
kidding.
need to kick her out of there.
No. I mess with you, but it goes both ways. I actually love having her
Julie said, "I'm not written to her."
there. She never bothers me.
No,
She never bothers me. She's low maintenance. She doesn't.
Yeah,
she
she
does-
stays.
yeah, I like having her.
That what you call it? Funny story about us in that place when we first went and looked at that condo. We get there and it's upstairs, and we walk up the stairs, and immediately, like, I have to use the bathroom, like number 2, hardcore
Emergency.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, Courtney, I see all the toilet papers like folded nice. Is it okay to use the bathroom in here? And she goes, no. She goes, you can't use the bathroom in here. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. She's like, multiple people showing it. She's like, it's not my show, my listing. You know, she's like, so no. And I was like, okay.
Clubhouse or something.
Yeah, no. So I ran out there. I tried to go to the clubhouse. Locked. So now I'm in panic mode. There's a Methodist church next door. So I go to the church. I'm like, it's like asylum. You know, they have to kind of let me in there. And I go in, and there's nobody around. And so I'm like, there's a I run to the bathroom. It's a little kid's bathroom. So the toilets
Close to the floor.
Oh, they're tiny. They're little bitty baby toilets. For like it was a Methodist church children's school. And nobody even knows I'm in there. And I just go in there and I'm just blowing it out, dude. I'm like, oh, thank God nobody's around. And all of a sudden I hear bing. Oh. People just flood into this thing. All these kids are coming out. Yeah, it's like a school. And all these kids start coming out, and I come out of the bathroom, and one little kid goes, "It stinks in here." I'm just trying to get out of this.
Did you laugh?
I ran because I messed that bathroom up. I don't know. I flushed, but I don't know if it went down. I doubt it.
Ooh.
I seriously doubt it went down. Yeah, because it was a little toilet and a lot of poo. It was, yeah,
it wasn't Bill's plumbing.
Yeah.
You left a card for Bill's Plumbing.
Yeah. Bill's Plumbing.
That would be so messed up if you just kept blowing toilets up and breaking them and leaving the card.
Now, that's a funny.
It's like a calling card.
Yeah. Here's another one.
We're gonna add that to the Bill's Plumbing.
Okay, so what do you think of my skit?
I don't even remember what it was.
It's the
Lifelong
realtor that won't leave you alone.
Yeah, that's easy enough. We could do multiple locations for it, like we could go up to the car dealer. I've been wanting to use the car dealership because I know they'll be fine with it, you know. So we would go up to the car dealership and like I'm trying to buy a car, and then you go, you know, a house is a better investment, and you just like pop up out of nowhere.
Or just, little things like, if you're looking to buy the car cash, we could totally do a cash out refi. You know, here's some comps on your home. You're just like, oh my gosh. Or maybe it's like, you know, Julie just had a baby, and I'm like, oh, welcome your brand new baby. If you guys need a bigger house, you know.
Yeah, okay.
You sure
yeah,
you want a house with a yard so your baby can, whatever, play?
Let's see what else we got here. Where's my other sketch ideas?
You got any ideas, Victor? You want to do?
I was thinking about Sheena's right now. What if she like pops out of everywhere? You know.
Yeah.
I was thinking so like there's this at the shop, like she pops from under the car. Like, so how's the holiday sale? You go. Oh, sorry.
That would be funny if we roll you out from under our car.
Oh yeah, either the popping out,
what if,
or it
like-
could be like a horror movie where every time you turn around, it's like shing, and I'm right there.
It's scary eyes. So how's the house?
Yeah.
How's the house doing? Are you enjoying it?
We just moved in today. And you're like, well, remember, if you ever want to move.
But how's it going? Come on. so
Okay,
she
that's
shows up in
something.
all these
There's
TV
something
places.
there. I don't know. We tried to write that out. Because
Okay.
it's a lot like the other sketch, the one where the realtor kept showing up.
It's pretty
That
much
was
the
the
same one,
realtor
yeah.
from-
Okay. Then we have, what about this one where there's an alien abduction? Like, it's this terrifying, like, alien abduction. And the person, instead of being afraid, is just, like, really picky about the conditions. like the food is bad. Oh, this bed is jankety or whatever. And I'm just like annoying the alien.
Yeah, that could be funny. Yeah, I like that. And we could use the green suit.
And it's like this is the last time we abduct an American.
If we put a green suit on somebody, can you put an alien
What if
on
it's
them?
me? I'm the alien.
What if
you know
oh
what
my
I mean.
God, I was abducted by aliens last night. Now that's kind of funny.
Hey, we're
dude.
thinking it's green.
Yeah,
people,
like
but nope,
you're like I
it
was abducted by aliens last night. You're like, what?
And at
You're
the
like,
end, it's just you guys, you know, complain about the food or you know whatever.
I don't
And
even think.
it's-
I think that could be a really short one where Sheena just goes, "I was abducted by aliens last night." Like, yeah, what? That's crazy. Yeah, and then it goes to Victor. He's like, "Man, I just took you to my house to do tacos." Or something. Yeah. You know, something like that. Yeah.
Fine, but you have to defend us in the comments. People are gonna shit.
Oh, you think so?
Yes.
But
Why is
I'll
that?
be the one that's
People get really sensitive
About what? About what?
about everything.
Oh, well, good.
Calling
I-
a
I-
brown
I
person an
hate it.
alien. Ugh, they're just.
But I'm in it.
Yeah, he came up with the idea.
I know. That's why I said
Okay,
he's
yeah.
got to defend it.
I will.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. You can Google Translate it or something.
I also like. We could do this one if Declan, if you're willing to use your child about. So you know how like since I don't have any kids, I don't really know how to interact with kids like you guys do. You know,
I'm the
like
same
I do
way.
my best, but it's still a little like. It's just weird.
Yeah, you talk to him like dogs.
I either air of
you did that to our kid the other
Did I?
day. Yeah. You're like,
It's
come
not
here,
the
Declan.
first time.
Did I? I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
we
we
laughed
laughed.
about it. We were like, did she just call him like a dog?
Did she just jiggle her keys?
Go get it.
I got a piece of chocolate. You want it?
So sorry.
Set.
That would be me sitting.
I either accidentally
You would sit right down for some chocolate, wouldn't you?
I would.
I accidentally either do that or I talk to them like adults, like we're just two people talking, you know? So what about like somebody without kids, me, like just taking kids too seriously? Like, oh no, my dog has a broken leg. It's like, we're going to have to euthanize him. Sorry. You know, like.
That's like what happened on the trip, right? To the grassy you're telling about. Yeah.
Yeah.
She went to go visit Taylor's family. And there was like some kids there the whole time. Like she was like, "My kitty's sick." She's like, "Well, we're putting it down."
It wasn't quite like that, but you know.
Very close. She's like, "Okay, let's go to the vet. It's about $145 to have him put down. Do you want him to have cremated or just in a box?"
Oh God. Taylor and I did recently have that talk about the cat likes to jump up on the bathroom sink, and one time her leg slipped, and I go, if she falls and breaks her leg, you know, that's it. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, we're not gonna pay $5,000 for the leg. You have to put the cat down. And he was like shocked. I was like, you're gonna pay $5,000 to fix your cat leg? He's like, she's only 8. That's worth it. And I'm like, whoa. He's like, he draws the line at like chemotherapy for the cat. But my family was always like,
No. This dog has got to. We tell Chubby all the time, we're like, buddy, don't get sick.
don't.
Yeah. When he gets sick, we're like, you better get better. Here's some soup.
A family friend of ours
some
has.
grass.
Yeah, a family friend of ours has a cat that has like a skin cancer, and so she goes and gets the cat, has chemo once every 3 months, and then has this special cream that they put on the cat 3 times a day. It's asinine to me. I'm like, I cannot even imagine.
yeah.
I mean, it's just the cream alone is like $1,700 a month.
Whoa.
I was like,
Yeah.
are
Who
you
even
out
has
of your
money for
mind?
that?
Nobody.
I wouldn't be able to afford
That's
it.
what I was
nobody
telling
has
the lady.
nobody.
I was like, just that alone is a mortgage payment. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Human skin cancer doesn't even cost that much. You scoop it out with a blade. Half the time they don't even numb it. They just whack.
Well, and then
whack it
I
out
was
there.
thinking, like, all the tests and stuff. Like, how many tests did you run before you finally found out that this cat has skin cancer?
I bet they're lying.
What is going on?
Well, that's
Just
yeah.
crazy
Some
to
people
me.
are really into it. You know what? I will say, I thought a certain way until Chubby got lost that time, and I went and got all my guns together, and I was going to go kill whatever ate my dog or hurt my dog, you
Yeah.
know, and I searched all day and all night for him, you know. So I do feel it, I guess.
No, I get it.
But how much would it suck is you spend $30,000 on this animal, right? And then you get sick.
I have not even spent that on my own health.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. What happens then? I mean, so I don't want to downplay it because some people, they only have this animal, you know. This is why
it's hard to look a living creature in the eye that you do life with and be like, I have to kill you.
Yeah, I do love Juby a whole lot. He's a great dog, but I don't think that we're gonna get another one.
Yeah,
I can't take the heartache of it. Yeah, I can't take the heartache.
The heartache.
Yeah, it's like,
and it's a lot. It's hard when you gotta be somewhere for a couple days. You're worried about them and this sort of thing, and it's just a lot.
Yeah, that part. I mean, I could deal with all that. It's just like I know I tried my hardest not to love this dog because we had Rottweilers, so they died like every 7 years. You know, yeah, they don't live very long. You know, because the big dogs just don't live long.
Big little hearts.
Yeah. There's something about the big dogs; they just don't live long. So like, I just like had so much like heartache, and I always had to bury them. You know how hard it is to bury a Rottweiler? Like, we didn't have money to cremate them. Mom was like, all right, put them in the backyard, you know?
Here's a shovel, go dig.
Here's a shovel.
You know?
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Like, he's out there weeping for his animal, his beloved dog, and then he's like, you know, like, this is like straight out of a murder documentary.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I always, Sheena's right every time when I go, I don't have any trauma in my life.
This is, you know what? Since you refuse to see a therapist, I just let you tell me every once in a while, and I try to slip a little therapy in there, and that's okay. I'll pay the $90 for the two of us. Actually, when I go to therapy, I just tell her Nathan's problems, and then I tell the answer to Julie. Julie tells Nathan, and that's how we do this. Yeah,
it's a full circle. Yeah, you know, Nathan, you could really let go of some of that fear if you did this. Yeah.
I love how yesterday we're talking about the inner voice, and today coming, you're like, the inner voice is not being kind today. I'm like, this is good. We're all making progress together. This is good.
We're all making progress. All right, let's go ahead and let's point these sketches. Let's figure out what's going on.
All right, so we have the Dr. Evil or the Evil Scientist conspiracies. We have Billionaire Prank Club, Inflation Barbecue, the Chopped or Quickfire Neighborhood Edition, Victor's Bolivian Mockingbird. We're going to put a pin in that. Lifelong Realtor Friend, and Alien Abduction by Victor, and Can't Interact with Kids.
What if we do the scientist one, and it is where all of them have been done, so then the Dr. Evil just has to go get a job at Starbucks. Like, he goes through them all, and then we're like, they've all been done. Like, what is our purpose anymore? And then you just have to go work at Starbucks or something.
And what if every time we look it up, it's the U.S. government that's doing it?
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, actually, no, that's NATO is doing that one. Like, the government is stealing all of our evil plots. That's pretty funny, actually. It's not far off of what it is, too.
Can we get in trouble?
By who? Oh, you think it's the government is going to be in trouble?
I don't know. I don't know if it gets flagged or I don't know.
All I know is I watched an executive order get signed that put free speech back into play.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that was crazy yesterday. When he said it, I know, when he said it, I was like, what? I was like, he's literally writing the executive order for free speech to come back? I was like, this is amazing. I was like, so we can say what we want again?
He was signing executive orders live in a hockey arena packed full of people last night until like 8:30.
I've seen that. You know what was so scary about when he said the free speech thing?
That we didn't know it was gone?
Well, not only that. I mean, we kind of knew we were being,
censored.
Yeah, censored. And so, but what scared me is right after he signed it, the camera panned across the room, and there was just one white guy like... I was like, oh no. I was like, what is that guy going to say? Like, whatever that dude had to say was not good, bro. And I understand free speech, but that guy's going to say some shit that none of us are going to like. I mean, he was just like...
I got a lot of problems with you people.
Speech. I was like, oh no.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was scary. I was like, that guy's gonna cause trouble. I guarantee you. I'll show it to you later on because it's from the YouTube.
Please do.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. You're gonna look at that guy. And you're gonna go, oh wow.
That guy's
all
gonna
right.
shout the N-word in a movie theater.
Free speech, you piece of shit.
Okay. What do you think?
I really like just the alien abduction because it's so super quick.
Okay, you want to do it that way?
I like it. Just it's this. You're like,
But it takes the punch that I wrote out of it.
what was it?
About how you get abducted by aliens, instead of being scared that they're going to probe you and stuff, you're just so picky about the conditions.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think that we should kind of, and the only reason is because we have to set up. It would be nice, man. It'd be nice if we could just like do some
Bang a couple out.
Yeah, let's bang some.
Well, then
out
why don't we pick the fastest, shortest ones?
Yeah. So that's why I was thinking of that
Okay.
one. I was thinking the kids thing. That could be really easy. And I think we should probably play the kids. We can try to get Declan to play, but you know how he is. He's a kid. We could probably try to get him. Maybe if you talk to Rowan or something, he'd be like, so.
No, it's got to be Declan.
It's got to be Declan. Okay.
Yeah, because Rowan's like practically full grown when you look at him.
Yeah, but he's only 16. Like, so how old are you? 16?
He's 9 foot tall. He's got a mustache.
Last night he thought it was so
facial hair.
funny. I was like, how tall are you? I was like, are you taller than me? Yeah. He goes, I don't know. I was like, touch nose to nose, nose to nose. And he was like, what? I was like stand up and put your nose to my nose. And he was like, why? I was like, I'm not going to kiss you, bro. Yeah. I was like, put your nose to my nose.
Back to back.
Yeah, see, guys can't do that.
I can't see.
See, guys can't do that. Maybe Julie, our daughter, but no, guys, we can't.
Yeah, but I was like, well, we did it.
Yeah, no option.
Yeah. I was like, touch your nose to my nose.
And this is where his trauma starts.
You think you can talk to your therapist for him too? Yeah, that'd be great.
My dad made me do nose to nose. And my mustache was on his mustache.
My mustache was touching where his mustache didn't exist. Nose to nose. I don't know. I thought it worked, but I thought maybe, what if he has like a longer head? Maybe it doesn't work that great. But with the back to back, how was I supposed to know? Like, if I'm facing away from him, I couldn't see if he was taller than me or not. I would need a third person in this equation.
Well, luckily, a third person lives here.
No, she was in there. She was in there doing her thing. Yeah, she was in there doing her thing.
I was unaware of all of this. I was unaware this happened.
Yeah, she's hearing about it for the first time. Yeah. Because I gave a hug.
Rowan's gonna come to me later, and he's gonna be like, "Mom, Dad did something really weird." I'll be like, "Oh no," and he'll be like, "We had to touch noses." Like, oh, buddy,
it's like an Eskimo kiss.
Eskimo kiss your father.
Eskimo kiss your father, bro. It's not weird.
But definitely don't hold my hand.
Yeah, don't hold my hand. Oh man. Oh man. That's awkward. Yeah. That's awkward. No, he gets weird because I still like hugs from him. Because to me, he's still my little guy.
Yeah, no, you gotta hug your kids.
Yeah, he's still my guy.
Forever.
And so, but when I hug him, I mean, he's a man now. He doesn't give him the hug and everything. So I hugged him and I was like, and I looked at him, I was like, are you taller than me now? I was like, I can't really tell. Which I want him to be, by the way. I want him to, I would love to 6'3" for this guy. It would be amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so like I was like, nose to nose. He's like, and I am a little taller than him still, according to my nose.
He just has a taller top of the head.
Yeah, so I'm taller. I'm definitely taller. If I get this hair going up high enough, I'm a lot taller.
But nose to nose doesn't make sense.
It makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Makes sense.
What if he's
World.
already up here? Then he's got to bring his nose down to your nose.
No. So okay, yeah. So he doesn't like. It was like I was like just put your head straight, and then like come in with your nose. And my nose is a little bit higher than his nose. So that was like my nose hit his nose like right here.
I mean, his head is much higher.
What
but his nose is lower.
Where his lips are on your nose and he just goes.
That's what I know that I did what I was supposed to do.
Okay.
He's 6'3".
Yeah. But he can kiss me on the nose.
This is about 3 inches. So if he can kiss me on the nose, boom, done. He's got to where I need him to get to him. Like nose to nose, bro.
You're done. Here's a coffee and a cigarette.
Here's a coffee and a cig. We've got you as tall as we can get you. I forgot Julie wasn't around for that, by the way.
I sincerely I need the police to never watch this episode.
Why?
Illegals, cops, child nosing.
I didn't nose my kid, bro.
And then I'm suggesting, I was like, no, I need the little one. I need the little one. I'm going to euthanize his animals.
Yeah, the other one's a man. I need a kid
Yeah,
for this.
the other one's a man.
I need a little one.
All right.
Yeah, no,
What
you're
are
right.
we
No,
doing,
this
guys?
really went. Yeah, wow. Okay, all right. Yep. I'm telling you, after this, people are going to use the nose to nose. It really works. It really works.
It's the new metric system.
It does. It works. You can tell. The back to back. There's no way for me to know. I'm doing this. Like I guess I don't know. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do. What do you think? The evil genius thing or no?
Have you ever done the back to back and then farted on somebody?
No.
It's really funny. Yeah, you go. If you have a fart built up, and you go, man, I'm taller than you. Especially if you're not taller than them, it works so good. They go, you're not taller than me. You go, I'm taller than you, and they go, no, you're not. They go back to back, and then as soon as they put it in your back, you fart on.
That one we can shoot fast.
Farts on a train all over. Are you the one farting?
Yeah, it would have,
Farts on a friend.
the shorter person has to do the farting because they're the one that baits the taller person.
That's
into
me
doing
again.
That's what I'm saying. It would have to be her, so it'd be fart girl.
Yeah, I mean, fart girl. Can we do it again? You want to fart again? That's really quick and easy.
I think that's funny.
Yeah, it's really funny. Okay.
I'm imagining so we see them go back to back. The camera's only on her, and she has like a funny face. And just hear the like a fart blast. And then the other person, his hair's like all in front. Like, dude.
Yeah, it's all in front, and then you turn and you go, I guess you are taller than me. We can have Julie.
I suddenly don't like it.
We can have Julie be fart girl. No, it's okay. But you're fart girl, though.
Farting is your thing.
Yeah. It'd be nice if we did a bunch of farting things for you leading up to the Fart Girl documentary.
Fart Girl documentary.
No, dude, we wrote the Fart Girl
When was your
documentary. It was
first fart?
hilarious. Do what?
It's funny.
When was her first fart? I remember it was
Farts on a train.
19.
Oh.
No, for real. It was 1979.
How old is Sheena in the sketch?
Instead of her first word, her first
She was
fart
just telling you
was.
today about how she was self-conscious about her headshot making her look older, and now you're like, hey, Sheena, so you were in
The year was 1902. She was 47. She was a wizard of sorts. It's amazing she's still alive.
Before Christ. No, 79. That's my year. That's why I said that.
Oh,
What do you
79
I'm
is
an
your
oldie,
year.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So you just went right.
I'm vintage.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
wise.
You are older than I thought. You have no wrinkles.
Thank you.
That's annoying.
Yeah, she actually looks like she's from 79.
Okay. And that's our podcast, everybody.
It's just me getting punched in the face.
To the music.
Who's taller now, you piece of shit?
So what do we think? What are we
Let's do the taller thing. Are you willing to do a fart? But what we'll do is you go, I think I'm taller than you. And I'll go, nose to nose. Let's do it.
No. Turn around.
No, back to back.
Nose to nose. What kind of measurement is that? No, we got to go back to back.
Nose to nose. Man, it works so well. It works so good. See, back to back works, but nose to nose is for that minuscule amount. I mean, like it's just like a little bit. You can tell the difference. You know.
Because somebody's forehead and nose is,
No, I thought about that afterwards. As soon as I backed up, I was like, well, he does have a tall forehead. I was like, maybe nose to nose wouldn't work. Like if you had a really low nose.
And you have a 3-inch haircut.
Well, that's why back to back wouldn't work. Because I'd be like, You know what I'm saying? I mean, the best way, of course, is to stand against a wall and just mark it, you know?
Yeah.
Or go to a doctor or multiple different things could have did. But in that moment, nose to nose seemed like the best option. Rowan is definitely going to talk to a therapist about that one day. My dad used to make me do nose to nose. She's like, oh my God, did he go to jail? Well, it wasn't perverted. Well, Eskimo kisses.
So what do you think?
You don't have to fart on my sheet. It's fine. We don't have to do the fart sketch. So, but we'll do.
No, I'm just looking at the board. Yeah,
Okay.
let's at least pick the first one.
I think. Well, I want to do the illegal aliens. Yeah, I want to do the illegal alien where he's the illegal alien. I think that's funny. And then.
The thing is that okay.
Well, no, I know it's different from your initial sketch.
Uh-huh.
But your initial sketch, I would love to do that, and I would love to do it right.
Okay.
Where we get green screen suits. I mean, if you're gonna make me into an alien, you have to put those balls all over me to like catch motion.
Oh, I don't know. I've never done that.
We couldn't just do the alien head?
I didn't personally like how it looked.
Okay.
Yeah, when we did it with Jeff, it was fine. But after seeing it on screen, I was like, that shit is cheesy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little too cheesy.
Okay.
Like, we're cheesy. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. But it was a little bit much.
Yeah.
It was like, if we had a body for it, it would be better. You know,
Okay.
if we could just create some type of alien body for it, which we can just do at Joanne's. I made a full dog suit one time.
I think you get a real alien mask.
Yeah, like a gray or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That way
Should
we're
hit up
not also
Joann's.
dealing with the. It has to. If it's gray, like true gray, then we don't have to deal with the green screen or transparent.
You
Although
remember
that
We should
blue
look on
screen
like
worked really good
Sheen
though.
and
I was
Temu
amazed.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Really?
it worked
worked
really
really
good.
good.
Joanne's
We need to
just
get it.
filed bankruptcy.
This time I go to
so
the
they're
Did they?
gonna-
and try to
yeah,
bring it
They
up.
have
Blue
costumes?
Okay.
They do some, but a lot of it's like fabric and stuff.
Things we
But
can
if
make.
you use the fabric glue, it's like Elmer's glue. And then
Yeah.
you just press the fabric together and it holds.
Okay.
Yeah, but
you
it takes
can
a while.
wash it.
It takes a while to dry.
It
though.
has to dry 24 hours, but you can wash it in the washing machine and it still will stay glued.
I found a dog mask, and I made a dog costume. I just bought a big thing. I cut it, rolled it into rolls, glued it into a sleeve of a shirt, and then glued it into the bottom of shorts. So I look like a dog wearing a shirt and shorts. They had little hands. And
I
everything.
just think that, like, I'm like, oh, I was abducted by aliens last night, and then it goes over to Victor. I just feel like it's kind of like, I don't know, hack and water down and.
You think so?
Yeah.
Have you seen it before?
Huh?
Have you seen it somewhere before?
No, it just, alien. Illegal alien. Like, it's just so.
It's really, really hot topic right now. I will say that.
Yeah, because it's kind of serious.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
What if?
what? Okay.
What if I abduct?
Let's
an
ask
alien?
Victor. I mean, it's Victor's idea, and he is.
It's
not
my
even from Rhode
idea.
Oh,
Island.
it's Sheena's idea. I just thought about it. About that.
It's a
that,
different idea. It's like
twist on
it's
it.
different. It's not your
The thing
idea.
is-
Your idea was completely different than this idea.
So remember
You're-
also, guys, and I'm being serious. I am oblivious. I don't just because I don't care about many things.
Yeah.
But maybe so there can be topics that are pretty like. You let me know if I'm getting a little too like, yeah, Vic, we can't do that. I might not understand why we can't. That's just me. I don't. I laugh. I have like the most.
What other ideas do we have other than that? Let's move on to the next idea. I think it's really funny and really quick. I think it's like a super funny quick thing.
The evil scientists, conspiracy theories, billionaire prank club, inflation barbecue, chopped neighborhood, lifelong realtor friend,
There's Baker's dozen.
fart on a friend,
Baker's dozen.
baker's dozen.
That one's super fast. We just got to get some flour.
I know, but I don't. I never really understood it.
Because a baker's dozen is 13, not 12.
No, I get that.
So when you
yeah.
come and taste it, you know something's off. And you go, how many eggs are in this? We said, a dozen. 12. And you flip out because we're bakers. So it should have been 13. It's just cutesy.
Yeah. I've never liked it.
You've never liked it?
I've never
Okay.
liked it. No, I just never thought. I never understood why it was funny. I never understood. And
It's just-
when
it's
we're doing a baker's dozen bit, what is this? 1947? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Can we just do a clean one once in a while? I mean, it's just cute.
yeah. Okay. All right. No, I
There's
don't.
no
mind-
real
yeah.
flip. If
There's
we
just
wanted
nothing
to
really there.
flip
There's
it.
There is. That
the
it's
baker's dozen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we don't see the humor in it, that's fine. I can
Well,
always do
if
it as a reel by myself.
If we do that, then I'm just trying to think. So let's play it out real quick. Let's act it out. So okay. Oh yeah. So Chef so and so's coming here soon. Chef Donovan's coming. I really hope he likes our crumpets.
Yeah, here. Is it? How many eggs are in this? A dozen.
A dozen.
12. We're bakers! Bwamp. It's a thinker.
Do we do it black and white style?
He can. It could even do, unless
Like
if you didn't
a
want
I Love Lucy type thing?
I like that.
What's the I don't. It's just because
A
my
baker's
language.
dozen is 13, not 12. So if we were given the instructions to put a dozen in there,
What is the story behind Baker's Dozen? Give me that, because I think it's you just get an extra
13th
13.
one is the taste one.
so if you're
So,
let's say
like,
you're making a
executive-
dozen cupcakes, you always make one extra to taste it, make sure the batch is good.
So why would you add 13 eggs?
You wouldn't. That's why it's kind of like it's just cutesy and funny. It's a baker's dozen. So the joke is that a dozen would always equal 13 to bakers, but we didn't account for that. It's dorky, I know. It's radically indifferent. It's dorky.
I don't mind it. I'll make it. We'll make it. We'll make it. I don't.
I
just
think
don't.
that's extremely easy. I mean, they'll take us.
Easy, fast.
Well,
At
we
the end
need
of the
to, we
day,
need
you'll
to
be
dress
glad we
like
did it.
bakers.
I did buy chef hats because I was thinking we could do the cooking thing at some point. So I had bought chef hats like before Thanksgiving even. I thought we could do like some sort of cooking thing, but
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
have
we could
that.
do it. I don't see it, but let's do it. It's super simple, but also we're doing the aliens. We'll do your Baker's Dozen, but I want to do the aliens. So that's two quick ones.
So the aliens is I got abducted by aliens last night. Oh, really? And then it just shows Victor.
No, there has to be something else there.
Yeah, there's gonna be something else there. So let's okay. You're like, I was abducted by aliens last night, and then it goes to Victor.
Was
and
it
you go,
by an alien? I was abducted by an alien.
I was abducted by an alien last night, and then it goes to Victor, and he goes, I'm from Rhode Island. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
I like the fact that when you said something like I start complaining about, that's the last time I abducted a green guy or whatever.
Yeah.
She's complaining about, well, what can she be complaining about? What was the original thing you were complaining about? What?
The conditions of like the spaceship is like, oh, this food is gross, and green.
For that
doesn't go
one,
with gray.
I would like to have an alien where you're berating the alien. That would be really funny if the alien's there and you're like, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like all of this is beneath me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very
yeah.
first world. Like, you could even call it like first world abduction or something like that.
I'm like, your tractor beam was so slow.
By the way, the green and the gray, it's so last season or whatever. You're just
Yeah,
totally
exactly. Yeah,
ripping this
exactly.
apart.
Yeah,
You're supposed to be afraid, you know?
I like it.
Yeah, I do. I like the alien thing. I really think that is a sketch. Are we doing it today? Probably not.
Okay.
We just don't have that. That's the only reason I stepped away from that is because of
Complicated.
We need an alien.
Yeah, it's like we need an alien. We
think
need to
if
set
I
up
have
for the
anything else
ship.
fast.
We need to do the.
The only
You know what I'm
reason I like the Baker's Dozen is just because it's super fast.
No, we can
I'm
do.
down to put a pin in it.
We're doing Baker's Dozen just because comedy's so.
Or we can do
Just
it on
because
a
I don't
day
think it's funny doesn't
when
mean it's
we
not
do
funny.
a film day. It could be one that is so fast that we bank it for another
I
day.
say we just do it today.
Okay.
I say we just do it today, and then also. But I do like the idea of the alien thing with Victor. Though I think it's really funny. I think it's funny, and it's
What's
topical
funny
right
about
now. Again, I said the same thing about the Baker's Dozen.
And I explained.
Yeah, and I never found it funny. I still don't to this moment.
Okay,
I think
same.
it's very just blah, right? So but at the same time, you don't think my thing's funny. So let's just do them both. Let's just do them.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you don't want to be in it, you don't have to be in it. Julie can be abducted by aliens.
Okay.
Okay. And then
So what is it again? Explain that one again. I don't remember.
yeah, just abducted by aliens.
And then
And it's you.
It's you. It was your
Technically,
idea.
this was your
originally.
idea, Victor, so
This
thanks.
was- yeah, this was your idea, Victor. Yeah. And now he's scared because he doesn't know.
No, I'm not scared.
Whether
Just
it's
want
bad.
to remember.
Yeah.
So what was?
I kind of like the idea of like you're just like, I just took you for tacos or something like that, like, or I took you out for something,
Okay.
or I just
I think I have to have a funny punchline.
Yeah, just like a little punch there. I don't even know if it has to be. I like the punch of "You're from Rhode Island." You know, you're like, oh, I was abducted. But Julie's like, I was abducted by aliens last night, and it goes over, and you're like, I'm from Rhode Island.
I actually don't mind. What if like we combine the two? I know we're not doing it today, but what if like when we do the spaceship one, what if it's Victor with like the little? It's just Victor with antennas on. And then it hits both.
And it hits both.
And it's like, I thought you were going to be like slimy and green. It's like, no, I'm from Rhode Island.
I mean, technically, we could do that today. We just throw some antennas on his head. We could make antennas.
Well, you could say, so I'm like, I was abducted by an alien last night, and he's like, oh, that's the last time I abducted a gringa. I just wanted to cook you tacos, and then be like, you didn't have to blindfold me and put me in the back of a car, so, like,
yeah,
like.
I think I was thinking like if I would do stereotype things, but it's normal to me, but she found it like I don't know.
Yeah, I was just trying to do like a quick little just bloop, like a little.
I understand what you want.
Yeah,
it's
quick. Okay, well,
but
everybody seems to be against it.
When she's explaining to you or to Julie, like I was abducted by aliens last night or by an alien last night, I'm right there too. Like how am I hearing her say that?
Yeah, yeah. No, you're just standing right there.
So I am right there?
Yeah, I was abducted by an alien last night. And you go, I'm from Rhode Island.
What if I say that I was abducted by an alien and I'm like, there he is right over there. And I'm pointing to an alien, but they body slam and arrest Victor.
That's pretty funny.
And then you in the background with the head or something goes like, beep, boop, beep, beep, like, got another one or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, then we could use the alien head. You'd be like, I was abducted by an alien last night, and he's right over there. But we need police officers. I guess Julie could play a police officer. She's like, get on the ground. I don't know. And now we're adding a lot in. What else do we got today? We are floundering.
I've got one other one.
What you got?
About if cars had walkie-talkies that were like built in, so when you cut people off or whatever, you could just phone into their car and people are just fighting from their vehicles.
It's a Louis Anderson joke.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But still, we can still do it. I mean, it's just a Louis Anderson.
I don't want to hack off anybody.
Now, his was he wishes that.
I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry.
I'm not looking to hack off anybody.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh, Randy. And then Louis Anderson's joke was he wishes that their phone numbers were the license plates.
Really smart, actually.
Yeah, yeah. So if somebody cuts you off, you son of a bitch.
Well, now the new thing is the Instagram handles and the TikTok handles. So people put those on the back of the car, and I've seen so many posts where they message they'll take a picture of the back of the car, and then they send a private message to that person's account, and they're like, hey, you jackass, you just cut me off on such and such road. How about you move out of the way? Or, how about
I did
you
that
learn to
because a
drive
work
or
truck
something?
did that to me that time, remember?
Yeah, I've called on a work truck too. If it's super violent and not just like speeding or you got in front of me. If it's like violent driving, I have called a company.
Well, no,
before.
I called the guy directly because he was like a handyman.
Yeah, his
and
number was on it. Yeah.
so I was making a U-turn, and he was making a right-hand turn. Right-hand turn is supposed to yield to U-turn.
Yes.
So I'm making the U-turn. He completely cuts me off, almost runs into us and the whole family. And then so I called him like, hey, yo, what are you doing? I was like, and I leave a message, and then he messages back on a messenger, and he's like, you were in the wrong on that. Like rips me apart. And then I was like, if you check the law, or right-hand turn yields to U-turn, block. And then I blocked him.
U-turn has the right of way.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, U-turn has the right of way. Yeah. So, okay. So, Baker's dozen.
You're right. I got to pick one. You pick one.
Well, I mean, what are the other things? No, everybody's off board. You've turned Victor on the idea. He's like, I don't know. Is it okay? I'm very oblivious.
No. No, but that I am. No, but I like the idea. I just think we have to work it. I think while we're shooting it, we can come up with a cool punchline.
I know, but what's the cool punchline for Baker's dozen? there's none. It's just like Baker's dozen.
I think it's probably funny for the people who get it. Me, I just don't get it. But
It's dorky and cerebral. It's just not.
But I didn't know
dirty
that
or in your
the thing is,
face.
I didn't know that there was
The Baker's dozen is 13.
So that's why I don't.
I think a lot of people know that. I mean,
It's super
that's what I'm
It's
saying.
like
To me,
Muppets
it's like-
dorky. I get that. If it's not,
I don't mind doing it. I just don't. Yeah, I just.
is
So-
it our best work? Not,
No. It's we're calling it in. So let's see. And you guys just don't like the fact that it's just he's from Rhode Island. You guys don't like that line.
I kind of do.
Yeah,
I kinda do.
Like he's like I was. So maybe we can just switch the beginning of it. Maybe not so much abducted. Because if you abducted her.
But that's she doesn't say
Why is
abducted.
she-
Then it just looks like I kidnapped her.
Yeah.
And that could be
yeah.
a thing, you know.
I like the alien thing. I like the alien. He's like, and it's right there.
And the cop immediately grabs me. He's taking me out, and I scream out, "I'm from Rhode Island."
Yeah, I do like that idea too. Okay, and then do we have any other third short ones there?
Fart on a friend.
I'll get rid of the aliens if you fart on a friend.
Inflation
Deal.
barbecue.
Yeah,
I mean,
deal. Okay, all right.
We'll do fart on a friend.
The inflation barbecue, we can always just, have one stagnant shot at the front door, and then it's just people coming in. So you just have, one person coming in with this, and then, very short interaction like, why did you bring this? Well, you dunked the potato in the water. Then the next person comes in.
I love
and
inflation barbecue.
So it's like,
I think
it
it's
could
really
be
good,
really
yeah.
quick if we just did the
It would have
one
to be
shot.
Victor. All three of us would have to play in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody would be at the door, and then he brings in. So what do we got? We got chips and water, so potato and water, and then what else? What else would you bring to a barbecue?
I mean,
It ends with me picking up Chubby and go, yeah, I'll start the ribs. That's the ending of it.
And you're like kind of upset, right?
Okay, I'll start the ribs, guys.
Chewy.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. We don't have to do that one. We have,
No, I like that one. I like that one. That's simple to do. And the fart and the other one is just going to be a lighting thing. I say we just do it in the same. Well, actually, the baker's is going to take a minute to set up.
Yeah.
Not only we need baked goods, we need a box of baked goods, basically.
Do we have any?
No, we don't have any more of those.
Croissants?
No. I mean, we.
Well, I
technically
mean, I
we would
have a
need-
muffin. I have like coffee cakes that I could put in a muffin tin or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
but,
And we don't need 13 of them. It's how many eggs did you put in this? A dozen, 12. And then he flips out and goes, "We're bakers." I think it's. I laughed so hard when I wrote it
And
down.
I feel bad because I know how it feels like when I'm like, he's from Rhode Island, and everybody goes,
He is from Rhode Island.
yeah. And then when you do the bakers, everybody goes. So I know how it feels, Sheena. Believe me. That's why
I know.
I want to do the baker's dozen because if you think it's funny, I think it's funny. And so let's.
We're getting better at understanding each other. I hope our viewers, the 40 of you, see the
We get
evolution.
100. You keep saying 40. We get 100 watches every single podcast.
we? Okay.
At least 100.
I got to be more disciplined. I used to watch every single one on the morning of,
Yeah.
and now I get caught up during the week. Okay, so
But what were you saying? They got to understand that Sheena and I have definitely went through a journey of understanding each other. Yeah,
we have.
Yeah,
We've put
yeah.
the work into this friendship and business relationship for sure.
Yeah, we were good friends before, but now we're good business partners.
Yeah.
It took a minute. That's for sure.
That's okay.
So let's go ahead and do the barbecue. Let's think of two more things that you bring in. So obviously chips and dip is going to be one that you bring. The drinks. Let's think about the drinks.
You said something about water. Didn't we say something about water?
Well, potato and water.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
chips
that's
and
right.
dip.
That's right.
Yeah, chips and dip. She bring 120-ounce water and a potato.
That's right.
Well, you slice the potato thin, you dip it in the water. That potato was $14. or whatever. We get $37. This potato costs $37.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And then
It ends with Chubby with the ribs, right?
So we need 2 more.
That's the ending.
That's
the ending is so we just need 2 more. Yeah.
What if I don't know, if the dessert is you said you have a coffee cake or something we just had. It's there, but it's like, oh God, this is looking a little rough. Got a dessert. What'd you bring for dessert? Coffee cake. Oh, thank God. And it's just one or something.
What if it's a box? What if we shoot it before we cook the coffee cake and it's the box that he hands it to it? You go, you just brought a box? He goes, yeah, that takes 2 eggs. What do you think? I'm rich?
The box of
Coffee cake.
that it came in?
Yeah, so it's just a pre-made mixed box.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I can afford the mix, but I can't afford the eggs that go in it. Here you go. All right.
Not to mention the oil.
Yeah, the oil and the eggs. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's okay. So the line could go, she brings it, so the potatoes in the water, so he's got a potato. Yeah, you just slice it thin, dip it in the water. It's fine. Yeah. And then this potato costs $37, and then she brings in the box of coffee cake. And she's like, she goes, he's like, that thing cost me $18. She's like, it takes 2 eggs and oil. I've already refinanced my house. So we don't have to talk about price there. You know what I'm saying? And then the last one can be, what else? What else is coming to barbecue? So we got baked goods, we got potato chips and
like the beans, you got, drinks, snacks, got the chips thing going on. There's like mac and cheese. Man, it's been a long time since I've been a barbecue.
Yeah, what's like a real, what would someone definitely bring?
Alcohol. If we actually bring like rubbing alcohol and Kool-Aid instead of.
What if the person who brings the alcohol just brings alcohol?
Just the rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, we're not skimping on this.
I kind of like that because people do always find money for booze.
They'll find some money for booze.
I mean,
and we can put in there the line about I already refinanced my house. You could put that with the booze because booze is expensive.
It is expensive, but I mean, if they bring the booze, maybe they bring the booze, and I go, "Oh my God, how did you afford all this?" And be like, "Refinance the house." Right? That's kind of funny. All right. Well, somehow we took this.
Should we just think about it in the car on the way to our appointment?
What time is it, actually?
We got to leave.
We've got
11:28.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, so we got to leave?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's our podcast, everybody. Thank you for coming to the podcast. Yeah, whoa, we almost did it.
Watch for the sketches. That's what we're going to make.
Watch to see what we cook up. It's going to be a real baker's dozen of shit.
Oh man, if it pops off and it's our best one, I'll be happy with that.
We're definitely going to have to get a carry cart.
Okay. Here's the deal. Tom Wise, carry cart out there. If she gets 500 views on Baker's Dozen, we'll buy a carry cart.
Okay. In fact, I'll pay for it. As soon as I close this sale, I'm going to buy us a carry cart.
500. No, only 500 views on the Baker's Dozen. We'll use the Doritos money, and we will buy a carry cart.
Wait, so if I post it on my Facebook, the YouTube link, and it gets 500?
If you can get 500 views on there, yes. Yeah, we will buy a carry cart.
All right.
500 views.
Get your checkbook. But we got to set parameters by a certain date, right? For 1 week.
Okay, yeah, we'll do 1 week, and then 500 views in 1 week, and let's shoot it very. If we can get 10 likes, let's do 500 views and 10 likes on it, because people are watching it, they ain't hitting that little like button.
Okay.
I don't know. They like it, they comment on it and stuff like that, but I know I'm the same way. I never hit the like button on YouTube. I don't know why. I just don't hit the like button. But yeah, so if we can get 10 likes and 500 views, we will get a carry cart
Is
in
that
1 week.
too much time?
It is a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of time, you're saying?
3 days?
Well, I'm saying that's like
No, that's a lot,
to
yeah.
ask in 1 week.
Like even like the
in 2
Jim
weeks
Carrey
I
thing.
could see, but
the Jim
in
Carrey
1
thing
week?
took a month to get
month.
900 views.
Okay.
Yeah, so you better work it. You better
Okay.
work it. And if you don't get it, we'll never buy a carry card. No, I'm just joking. All right, round of applause, guys. Good job. Good job. We got to get the heck out of here.
did it.
Mona Sakun, we love you. Thank you for the intro and outro music. Bill's Plumbing, 239-245-3406. Best Plumbing in Southwest Florida. Go check them out. Yeah, pew, 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 pew. Carry card, Kerry, K-A-R-T. We got to get the hell out of here. That's our podcast. Yeah.
Woo, 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 woo.
We did it. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and kill him, Victor. Yeah. Oh, yeah.